First one was okay. It wasn't too annoying, and I did enjoy Megatron and like the story and how they have to get the Ark. And then they destroyed the Ark, which is really sad for like the Autobots. But they had you understand why they had to do it. Like pretty simple. I mean, Sam gets the girl in the end, and I didn't think it should have warranted a sequel. I think we should have just maybe left it there. But in my heart of hearts, I knew that they were going to make a Transformers 2, and they did Revenge of the Fallen. The plot was bigger, the battles were bigger, overall it was bigger, but there's so many things in that film to complain about. And I know I'm going off topic from what I was originally planning to talk about, with the thank you video, but now it's gone in full spiral. So, you know, this is probably going to have to be uploaded in parts because as I said before, 15 minutes, and I'm already at the 16-minute mark here. Anyway, yeah, like for example, the old Autobot, the old Transformer, would have been really cool to see. I thought it would have been like when I first saw this thing, I was like, yeah, this looks promising. And I mean, they're doing something new. I mean, they're showing that Transformers can age. I mean, in the like original series, you didn't see much aging on them. You didn't see old ones. You saw ones like Optimus Prime who were like young and ready to fight and stuff. But this one, I liked the approach they were taking until they show the robot testicles. I didn't need to see that, guys. Please, I just really didn't need to see that. And then when the little robot humps like Megan Fox's leg, it's like, what the hell? The hell? I didn't want to see that. I didn't want to see that from like a children's film. I don't know, because Michael Bay's just completely like turned Transformers adult, and I think it should be for all ages. And putting a fucking like tiny robot humping Megan Fox's leg is not great cinema, and it is not for the entire family. It's like I can't believe I'm even referencing this, but it's like Kangaroo Jack. They promoted it as like a family film with a talking kangaroo. Yeah, that really got you far, guys, didn't it? Especially with the amount of like adult sex jokes you made in that film. It's like, what, you marketed this to children? Are you mad? I'm getting a bit exasperated. I really need to move off this subject. So anyway, Transformers 3. I have a friend in America, or maybe, well, not really a friend. Sort of a contact in America. He went to the cinema in America to see Transformers 3 because he heard that this one actually wouldn't suck. Okay, this one wouldn't suck. And he'd heard good things about it. He'd heard the action was great, the pacing was great, the story was great. And he went in and watched the movie. Personally, I found Transformers series was dead to me after 2. I mean, you can't top a fucking, little robot humping Megan Fox's leg and robot testicles, can you? So, it was like, yeah, anyway, my friend, he just, or contact, whatever you will, he just basically, he said, he went in the theatre, and he was, just basically, like, he was ready to watch the film. He was quite excited. I mean, he wasn't like jumping up and down in your seat excited, but he was excited. He shares pretty much the same opinion with me on Transformers 2. He thinks, of course, that Transformers 1 is fucking fantastic, but what are you gonna do? So he went in the theater, and he can believe how excited these people were getting. I mean, they were getting more excited than the book launch for Harry Potter Part 7. And my God, if you've seen, like, when Doug and Rob Walker, when Nostalgia Critic and the writer and Doug's and his brother, when they went to the book, the book opening in Chicago, everyone went fucking nuts. And if you've seen those videos, they went nuts. They just went absolutely crazy. I mean, this is one thing I do love about Americans, though. They can take they don't take movies too seriously. I mean, if they're excited about a movie, they're excited about a movie, and they'll show it. So that's a good thing, I think. I think there should be more theaters where you're so hyped up and you're like, whoa, this is going to be a great movie. The only thing that is annoying is that they do shout, like, in the middle of a film, just like, don't go down there, you knobhead, or you douche, or whatever. It's just like, okay, I don't need that shit. I want to watch my fucking movie. I want to hear the sound of the movie as well, because sound plays an important part. So why don't you shut up, you bumhole? I may be coming off as a bit unpleasant right now, but honestly, this is how angry I can get about movies. I mean, it can make me so mad. But anyway, he went into the theater and he swears to God that he saw this woman hyperventilating, and he thought she was going to pass out from the excitement of seeing Dark of the Moon. It's just like, it's ridiculous. I saw that trailer and I thought to myself, okay, haven't seen this before, have I? Only, like, in every science fiction movie ever made. Where they discover something about the origins of mankind on the moon or on another planet. I mean, this is totally original. This is like, original. No, it's not. It's really not. It's like it's just like fucking ripping off, like, loads of, like, the early B horror movie, like, subgenre of the 50s. Or, like, arguably, like, 2001: A Space Odyssey. Yeah, they're ripping off that pretty much. Like, the origins of mankind and all that shit. But that's what the trailer looked like to me, and I haven't seen the movie, so tell me if I'm wrong. But that's just what it looked like to me. So let's get back on the subject. I've ranted long enough about shitty movies. Yeah, these two films. Changes is just, I think, it's one of those movies. It's going to be like, what I want is it to become a cult classic, and I'm just getting up the whole plot now, because it's quite, well, I would say it's, I haven't looked at the plot for Changes for weeks, mainly because I've been focusing on The Beast Within. But Changes, I'll give you the premise. Man called Harry Jones is in therapy. His therapist tries to help him with his psychological problems, and we slowly learn why he's in therapy as it goes on, and and certain things, and like certain twists that I thought, they're at least, it's not like they're M. Night Shyamalaning it. They're plausible reasons, and they are pretty. I think they're pretty solid twists. So, as any director is to, like, any director, I think, should treat their film as if it was their newborn child. I've heard people on YouTube say, I treat my YouTube videos like it's my newborn child. Dude, when you direct a movie, that's what you've got to think. And if you're thinking about that with YouTube videos, that's cool and all, but it's a YouTube video. It's not that serious. You know, you know, I've heard stupid shit like that, but you know, just going on with the topic, yeah, it changes, and I know what you're thinking. Some of you will probably be thinking, this sounds an awful lot like The Sopranos, doesn't it? There's a man in therapy, and he talks to his therapist about what happens and all that stuff, and well, it is kind of like The Sopranos, but it's not going in a thriller direction. It's going in a drama direction, and that's the you know, it's not going in a crime thriller direction, not in a Scorsese sort of way. Although, you know, I probably will nick a few shots from Scorsese because he's such an inspiration to film, and I love Robert De Niro. He's one of my favorite actors. Period. So, yeah. Anyway, this just to go on. You know, you're probably thinking that sounds an awful lot like The Sopranos, and it kind of is, but it's going, you know, as I just said, it's going in the drama direction, not towards crime. You know, two completely like different paths, unless you're watching The Godfather, of course. And I don't want to get off track again, so I'll leave it at that. Now the second one is the one that I've started the script on, my first script. I've written about 5 scenes so far, and it's looking pretty. It's looking like a pretty hardcore movie, like some of Quentin Tarantino's early work is pretty hardcore and features like drugs, violence, sex, things like that. And I can assure you that the Beast Within, which is what it's called, the Beast Within, definitely features elements of Tarantino's like sort of work. Because Pulp Fiction is one of my favorite movies as well, and basically. I'll give you like the premise. There's a young boy. There's a boy called Jeremy. He's in his teens. Big shock. Since both my like no my the character in Changes Harry is not a teenager. He's definitely a man. But he's a young man. You know, I'm trying to keep my like cast young. Because that's what people can relate to more. But anyway, there's this guy called Jeremy. I'm telling you, we'll never learn his second name. That's a hint. We'll never learn his second name because, you know, I think not giving names to people all the time can make a movie a bit more mysterious, and it can either work or it can't. So, you know, I would have to leave the audience to decide that, and hope to God I have a good editor. Um, so his mother and father are divorced, and he's in depression. And his mother is dating like she's living with the man she cheated with, basically, and it's really hard for him because this guy is a complete fucking nutcase. Okay, he hits him. He hits Jeremy, and you know, he's a complete psycho. And there's and like I found myself writing 5 minutes in, and I couldn't believe I was writing 5 minutes in a pretty serious scene at dinner, and you know, if I'm able to make it, and if if people are just gonna be, you know, it's definitely gonna be an 18 film. It's not gonna be a film for like 15-year-olds to go and watch casually on like a Saturday night. No, this is just gonna be like, this is gonna be my balls to the wall movie, and you know, anyway, he's dating a complete psychopath, and his father is an alcoholic. After his wife leaves him, because he loved his wife, he loved Jeremy's mother so much. and he's become an alcoholic as a result, and Jeremy is not allowed to see him now, and